Hey everyone, Action666 here, everyone's favorite hillbilly in Japan. Come on in, kick your feet up, throw back some of that Kool-Aid. Got some more Back for Blood content for you today. But before we get into that, I am a Twitch streamer. I stream 4 days a week. The link is on the screen. Make sure you swing by, check out the stream sometime. But now that we've got that out of the way, what kind of Back for Blood content I got for you today? Well, we got round 2 of the Battle Dock series. Today we'll be covering the Bomber variant. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over and I'll show you the deck. Alright folks, here is the Battle Dock Bomber variant. If you don't want to stick around for the breakdown, go ahead and grab the deck there, copy, paste, throw it in your game, give it a try. As usual, all I ask, come back, give me some feedback, either throw it in the YouTube video, on stream, my Discord, whatever one you prefer to put your input in. Just let me know what you think, or any things you'd like to change about it, or any kind of input. Alright, for those sticking around, go ahead and break down the deck and why I use the cards that I do. First and foremost, we will not go in depth in the first 6 cards, because that covers the Battle Dock framework, which was thoroughly covered in the first video, which is the Battle Dock Sniper variant. Go to the link on the screen if you want to go back and check down that actual in-depth breakdown of the first 6 cards. So we'll go ahead and toss all 6 on the screen and kind of zoom through them. So we got Share the Wealth, Needs the Mini, Medical Professional, Magician's Apprentice, EMT Bag, and now it's Antibiotic Ointment. And that is the Battle Dock framework we're using in this series. So we will go into the next 9 cards, which determines the variant. So let's go ahead and kick off with the first card, Well Rested, which happens to go really well into a dock. Obviously, we had a few, good thing about a Bomber variant, I had a few extra spots for cards. Well, one extra spot, mainly, to where I could add a little more value to the dock. So I went with Well Rested for that 20% overheal and 5% team healing efficiency. I like the overheal. That's a really good card. I am still a firm believer this is one of the best cards in the game. I recommend it in any deck, especially if you can get an entire team running it. 80% team overheal is nothing to scoff at. It's very strong, especially if you have a melee on your team, or even a Holly, if we're just using guns. I mean, the overheal affects their passive as well. It even helps the dock. I mean, no wasted healing on medkits or bandages. Basically turn bandages into pills. Just a really good, strong card. Alright, go ahead and roll in. Now this one is going down in front. Now anybody that knows me, has been following me for a while, my YouTube videos or my stream, knows I am not a giant fan of down in front. It's a playstyle thing for me. But there are a few instances where I think down in front, while not necessary, I strongly encourage to be used. And that is a Bomber deck or a Belgian deck that is not focusing on accuracy, meaning going for widespread for horde clear. There's nothing subtle about those 2 decks. You can easily kill your teammates, no matter how good you are at managing your weapons of destruction. So, down in front. Yeah, enough said. I don't really need to explain why I'm using down in front a Bomber deck. Alright, go and roll on to the next one. Pyro. Well, it is a Bomber deck. I decided to toss Pyro in there because why not? I had the extra card slot. Might as well toss it in there. It works really well. Mollies are great. Go down to Molly. You're doing 100% more fire damage on top of already the accessory damage we'll have increased in the deck. You'll stop a horde in its tracks, make items, gain 10 health. Just all around really strong card. Highly recommend it. So go ahead and roll on from there. We got Pinata. So ironically, in this Bomber deck, we do complete the Holy Trinity of Magician's Apprentice, Pyro, and Pinata. Pinata, I mean, if you're doing a Bomber deck, I mean, Pinata is kind of a staple. It's really a lot of fun. Ridden kill with an accessory has a 15% chance to drop an accessory. Very strong. It's definitely going to get a nerf in the upcoming DLC. How big a nerf? Time will tell. I may end up putting this video out and totally changed it. Who knows? Hopefully they don't over nerf it, because I do believe it adds a lot of fun to the game, and I think that's what we're all here to do, is have fun. Even if they drop it from 15 to say 5%, I still think it'll be a strong card. It won't be ludicrously strong like it is now, but there'll be times when RNG just blesses you and you'll still get a lot of items. 5% I think would be fun. If they do anything more than that, I think they're killing the card, which takes a fun aspect away from the game. But regardless, we'll go ahead and roll on. Alright, Glass Cannon. This will be the only card in here that ups your bullet damage, because, you know, Glass Cannon affects all types of damage. That is the only card in here you got that will increase how much damage you do with guns. Guns are not your focus. Guns are, whatever gun you end up picking up and using will be used to kill commons. You've got grenades, or what have you, to kill specials. So Glass Cannon, great thing about Glass Cannon, also increases your accessory damage. That's why it's there, and it's multiplicative. So, Glass Cannon. Alright, we're going to move on. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad's not nearly as good as it was back in its heyday, when it was 100% explosive damage. They definitely nerfed it a few patches ago, where they made it a team effect, and it's only 25% team explosive damage. It's still really good, because it is still multiplicative, I do believe. So it's still helpful, and the team explosive damage, or team explosive resistance, is good too. Can save your life when it comes to a bomber in the right scenario. And in the off chance you happen to find Bomb Squad in a mission and get your other teams to buy it, you can get back up to that ludicrous grenade damage that it had back in its prime. Not quite as high, obviously, since they nerfed the base damage of grenades, but still pretty high. So Bomb Squad, very strong card. Alright, next, Improvised Explosives. If you're going with a bomber, gotta have an improvised explosive. Plus 75% accessory damage, minus 25% swap speed. I don't really care about the swap speed. Guns is not the focus in this deck, so it's kind of a negligible negative on this card. But 75% accessory damage is nothing to scoff at. Definitely helps out a lot. Very good standard accessory damage card. And also rolling into our other accessory damage card. Demolitions Expert. 50 plus 50% accessory damage, minus 15% ammo capacity. There again, we don't really care about the ammo. Guns are not our forte in this deck, but not a big deal. All we care about is blowing things up with grenades, or pipe bombs, or burning things to death with a molly. Either way, all we care about is that accessory damage. So that's what? 125% accessory damage? That's pretty nice. And finally, we are going with Double Grenade Pouch. Because when in doubt, you want to carry more grenades. This will allow you to carry 3 offensive items. You will lose 5% move speed and 5% sprint speed. That's a small price to pay to be able to carry 2 extra offensive items. It just allows you to carry more little death bombs, basically. And that is the Battle Dock Bomber variant. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy or fancy about the deck, other than the fact that you're blending a dock and a bomber together. Surprisingly, of all the variants, this one kind of was the more natural of them. I mean, it just kind of go well, because you can get all of the required bomber cards in there to make it an actual full-blown bomber deck. But at the same time, it's got enough cards in there to make it a dock. And the great thing about Pinata is it adds value to your bomber portion, but it also adds value to your dock portion if you spawn defibs, medkits, bandages. Get the idea. So it's a very good hybrid deck. It works really, really well. So I do recommend giving it a try. Let me know. I think you have a lot of fun with it. But I will get some more content out for you soon. Until then, happy gaming, keep drinking that Kool-Aid, and peace.